Hold on, Ocho.
Anyways, welcome to the Bird's Eye View. This is another lovely episode. We are what, week 6, episode 6, episode 7. Can't keep up. Been too long. But nonetheless, we thank you all for subscribing, sharing our comments, our content, and also liking all the videos. Please continue to do so. And we just want to keep making this thing go up. So with that being said, these are my good friends, Quay and Rick. Rick, go ahead and drop off what the topics are going to be for the day.
All right, so the topics that we're going to have for today, obviously...
What, man?
Go ahead. You can say wait.
Said wait.
You good?
No, I'm sure.
Okay. All right, so obviously the first conversation we're going to have today is the Kyle Pitts rumors in the air. We're talking about it. Go ahead and start that with the Band-Aid off.
Mr. KPG over there, talk about it. You got the boss hand, so you're supposed to catch it.
So originally, you know, the method behind the madness is that OTA started and he didn't show up. And then further, more news came out that said that he had a foot injury that we're kind of monitoring. And we're going to take this to Mr. KPG himself.
Yeah.
Give us a call. We know he was on the phone.
General KPG.
Feet in the air, asking him what's up, big bro.
What's your word on it?
You know, I was having a good week. Went to work. I've been off for practice. I've been chilling. I've been having a good week. But y'all motherfuckers want to set me back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to set me back. Me and my therapist, we doing good work, and y'all motherfuckers trying to trigger me. First of all, they never said he didn't show up to OTAs. Where the fuck did you get that from?
He didn't show up on the field like everybody else.
He's been there. He was in the video.
So he was on the sideline.
He was in the office.
Exactly, he's there.
So what he doing there?
Nigga, he rehabbing.
Rehabbing what?
His foot. Did y'all not? Y'all just read
Everybody else he went to Dubai with is practicing.
He in Dubai chilling and having a good time. All of a sudden, a month later, it's my foot hurt.
So when the fuck? When was he supposed to hurt his foot?
During the season, if anything.
See that's toxic shit.
When he's on the field, earning his due.
Y'all just want a motherfucking reaction, so I'm gonna give y'all a reaction. First of all, we're not trading him.
I want to know why.
We're not fucking trading him. Why we not trading him?
I mean,
because I said it fucking so.
Oh, okay.
You guys tell me this.
Yeah, we not trading. First of all,
I mean, there's really
this shit happens every 2 months. Shit die down, and then y'all start fucking with my boy Kyle Pitts. First of all, I almost cursed a nigga out on my burner page on Twitter.
On your burner?
Yeah, I got a burner page. First of all, nigga was like, look at this draft class. How the fuck the Falcons take Kyle Pitts? Matter of fact, the bitch ass nigga, he skipped over fucking Trey Lance and Zach Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They was like, how the fuck the Falcons pass on all these niggas? First of all, how the fuck the Jets pass on all these niggas? And how the fuck the 49ers? But I guess, because they found fucking Purdy in the last pick, that shit all forgiven. And I guess goddamn Aaron Rodgers made niggas forget about Zach Wilson. But see, niggas always want to criticize Kyle Pitts. That's why I be telling him when we on the phone like shit, really, bro, it's really,
we on the phone.
It's really me and you against the world. Because the bullshit y'all be on, first of all, y'all want to trade him before the season. Y'all want to trade him after the season. Y'all want to trade him before the draft. Y'all want to trade him after the draft. My nigga's still standing. He's still here. He's still in the building. He's still wearing 8. We're going to see him in the fall. And it's 1,000-yard season.
It is not a bad thing to want your value back. We drafted him 4th overall. And not, again...
So you're going to get a 4th overall pick back?
I don't think we're going to get a 4th overall pick.
Exactly. So how you going to get your value out? First of all, fuck you.
I'm asking. Is he worth like a first round?
Hell no.
I think he a Hall of Famer. So
we will end this fucking podcast right now. Stop lying.
Stop lying about what?
About you being a Hall of Famer right now?
Future Hall of Famer. I should have said.
Okay, that's.
I should have said future Hall of Famer.
One pro.
And I'm not even glazing. That's what the kids call it, glazing. I'm not glazing.
What are you doing then?
Speaking my truth.
He pouring honey on his goat. What do you think?
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all, it got to the point where if I see Drake London in the store, I'm like, fuck you, nigga, and I love you, but it's the fact that everybody got to disrespect my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
First off, I don't think. Okay, Kyle Pitts is getting disrespected. We'll say his name for this segment.
First of all, fuck you. Don't even talk. First of all, fuck you. You posted.
Damn,
y'all niggas posted Joshua Simmons highlights. I'm like, bro, come on. You posted it in the fucking group chat.
I sent it.
And then you put the eyes like, come on, bro. What the fuck?
No.
That shit said 30 catches, 520 yards.
He said, we don't have another tight end. We would have drafted one. But
they didn't draft one.
But did we not need defense? Like, that was our priority. We needed defense more than anything.
Exactly.
If we would have came on a tight end,
bro.
So
what the fuck? I'm confused on where you the point.
I'm saying if you would have came, we needed defense. That's point blank period, right?
Y'all logic. Here's y'all logic. Let me explain y'all logic to y'all. Let me explain y'all logic. Let me explain y'all
logic. Said that we're gonna send nobody that is on offensive staff.
But let me explain y'all dumbass logic. Right?
Go ahead.
Falcons haven't had a quarterback since Matt Ryan. Falcons finally got a potential franchise guy. Mm-hmm. We need to equip him with the right pieces around him, the right players, the right weapon, the right staff. We need to equip him with a defense so we can win games, right? Mm-hmm. First year starter. Let's take away one of his weapons after the draft. And the coach and the GM is on the hot seat, but hey, let's give up a pick that we might not be here to make if we don't win. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Why would you take a 6'6", 250 nigga that runs 4'4" when you have a fucking, essentially a rookie quarterback and take away one of his weapons because y'all say he's going to be the third or fourth option? Okay, that's the best third or fourth option that a lot of motherfucking teams got. But why would you trade him at this point in the season? If you was going to trade him before the draft when you can use the actual fucking pick, but you want to trade him for a pick that the nigga might not be here to make?
Obviously, this man is very passionate about Kyle Pitts.
No, fuck no.
Listen, Kyle Pitts, while he can be the third, fourth option for Atlanta, sure. Is it a good thing to keep him for Michael Penix's chemistry? Absolutely. I don't disagree with that. Again, I don't think they should trade him. However, if you can get value for him because he has not performed as a fourth overall player, I'm not opposed to that. Also, Kyle Pitts is a quote-unquote unicorn, as you like to call him. Why the hell is he a third, fourth option on the team?
Because the fucking coaches is on crack. That's the only thing I can think of. I give him the ball. If I was mad, I'd give him the ball. When we finish this shit, I'm going to Madden. Watch how many.
Well, I'm saying the point is Kyle Pitts, while Kyle Pitts gets a lot of slack because of what his numbers are. However, as a tight end, which I've said on previous episodes, his numbers are very commendable. The problem is he's not a tight end. He's like another Jimmy Graham. So I expect you to be getting number 2 receiver stats.
You know what pissed me off?
Now, granted, it does come down to scheme. It comes down to him getting targets and him getting overall touches. We do not scheme him well, and that's on us, which is why I say let's give him the benefit of the doubt, because since he's come into the league, as I said during the beginning of this podcast, he has not had a fair share in any season. Season 1, he's supposed to be the third option between Julio and Calvin Ridley. At that point, I expect Kyle Pitts to be a third option. When we get to year 3 and you're the fourth overall pick, I expect your presence to start elevating. Now, he gets injured year 2, and year 3 is coming back from that, having to get his knee drained regularly, and then trying to get back into a rhythm. And then when he finally comes back healthy, it's a whole new offense, whole new quarterback, etc. So no, he hasn't had a fair shake, but still, we've seen players, for example, Brock Bowers, regardless of their quarterback is, make plays. So therefore, now granted, I'm just using him as an example because he's the only tight end I feel on the caliber of Kyle Pitts and not named Travis Kelce. So at the end of the day, while Kyle Pitts has not had his fair shake, it is still on him to make the plays when it's time to make the plays. And unfortunately, which you've gotten various reports about, Kyle Pitts thinks too much. Sometimes he takes plays off, and sometimes he runs half-ass routes. And that is visible to see. So yes, you want more from him. When we're going to get it, I hope it's this year, especially for your sake, but who knows? So I'm not opposed to Kyle Pitts.
I think it's... pull out your calculator.
You know what?
JP, pull out your calculator.
My phone is being used a lot.
I got you. I'll pull up my calculator.
26.
Hold on.
I already told him the stat.
26 plus 20.
I swear.
Plus 59. Plus 88.
Plus 88.
Plus 70.
Plus 70.
Plus 65. Plus 91.
What you doing out of his season?
Plus 11.
You said plus 11?
Plus 55.
Plus 11?
Plus
55.
Okay.
2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What's that? That was the first, 7 weeks?
That's the first up into New Orleans. Until Kirk forgot how to play football.
Okay, last season.
So, How many games there was? 10 games. So let's just say he was on pace to average around 900 yards.
He was.
That's why I'm saying context matters.
Did I not just say that?
Context. He was on pace to average 900 fucking yards. When we started shitting on a nigga that got 900 receiving yards, but you know what actually pissed me off this week?
It
wasn't even the fucking trade cow because I'm used to that shit. You know what really pissed me off?
What pissed you off, brother?
The fucking wide receiver coach said we gonna use Darnell Mooney even more than shit. I said, fuck me. What the fuck do you mean even more? That nigga had 1,000 yards.
992.
Yeah, but he missed the last game.
Yeah, I'm about to say he missed the last game.
I'm like, what the fuck do you mean more? Because if he's getting more, that means my friend getting less.
Yep. But, I mean, you're not wrong, but let's look at the Rams' skill, how their playbook is, and what we're doing.
I'm done using the Rams as a
who's
fucking crutch.
Who's the Rams tight end?
I'm done using them as a
Ferguson
crutch.
guy from Oregon now.
They had Everett at one point.
Yeah,
Gerald Everett
and
Hendrick, whatever his name.
He needs to learn how to fucking call plays for tight ends.
The point is, while I'm yelling on the tight ends, the Rams use typically 3 to 4 receiver sets, so it's pretty.
He's a hybrid.
I understand he's a hybrid, but he don't get used like a hybrid, and that's why these conversations are being had in the first place. So, you can't tell me Kyle Pitts has been used the way he should have been used at least the last 2 years.
Bro, that's my point. So what niggas always talking about trade him? Trade the fucking coaches.
Why not? No, we're not leaving wrong. But why, if that's the case, then if he can't get it going over here, what's wrong with him having to change the scenery elsewhere and possibly going off? Yes, it is a very common thing that Atlanta players go elsewhere and have a change in careers where they're not even remembered for Atlanta no more. But at the same time, who the hell wants to deal with every offseason in your ear about, I need to do this, I need to catch the ball more?
Let me tell you, my therapist say I get emotionally attached.
Do you?
So once I'm emotionally attached to stuff, is no letting go. Kyle Pitts changed my life. That nigga staged me one year. And ever since then, that nigga...
You talking about that Miami game again?
Yeah, I was up a significant amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Sports betting is legal where I betted at. And I was up a significant amount of money. Ever since then, I felt like I owed him one. And I had his back since then. Ever since then, we've been for lifers. But, you know, my nigga's been getting the short end of the stick. He's got the short end of the stick. And fucking, first of all, Bijan got more targets than my nigga. And it ain't like they used Bijan creatively last year. He just ran the goddamn ball.
I'll give you that.
So how the fuck do we ain't run no goddamn running back screen, so I'm trying to figure out. You know what pisses me off though?
What else?
I went back and watched the last fucking games of the season. That nigga Charlie Warner was out snapping Kyle Pitts. And the shit so dumb is, if I can see it, the fucking defense can see it. But anytime Charlie Warner is on the fucking field, they run the ball.
Yeah.
That shit's so fucking obvious.
Mm-hmm. But you gotta think, as a first-year coordinator, you have a running back like Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier.
That's right. But I'm saying though, like, if I can see that, and I'm just the average fucking nigga at home, don't you think the defense like, oh, Charlie's in the game there?
Well, it's Kyle Pitts.
But I'm saying there's no creativity there, bro.
But that's Kyle Pitts block. We don't see him block
because Caleb McGarry is probably not probably. He's not one of the best like pass.
Yeah, but I'm saying the tendencies are there.
Michael Pittman.
That's one tendency. Another tendency y'all can go back on. Y'all can do out this easy. Anytime we got behind the sticks, like a second and long, the next play is gonna be a screen pass. He did that all year. Every time we got behind the sticks, the next play was a screen pass.
He did call that one screen Darnell Mooney. That
was all like, so it's tendencies like that. Like, bro, I get it's your first year, and I'm giving him grace. I still he was a six ranked offense. Yeah. But come on, bro. Like how he moved. When Kirk was a customer, Drake played predominantly in the slot. We had never seen him play inside like that. And the moment Pittman came, they moved him back outside. So my thing is, if you can move Drake around like this, and you can get creative with Drake, how you can't find ways to get Kyle Pitts ball? Like if you go back and watch Kyle Pitts routes, like something like bro, he's just running dummy routes. Like he's not even the first, the second. Like he just like take me out of the. And then it's like
that's what they were saying about like him. Most of his seam routes that they were saying that he couldn't separate, but I think that some of them were just like you said. It's kind of more like. If I have, like you said, a 6'6" weapon that's running as fast as he can,
he's not supposed to be a separator.
I'm going to try to get this linebacker to follow him, and I'm going to get this safety to have over top, which opens like a Darnell Mooney underneath.
But Kyle Pitts, before you get there, Kyle Pitts, a majority of his targets, just even from a defensive side, he's supposed to be in the middle of the field. A majority of his catch is supposed to be in the middle of the field. The problem is, we keep trying to make him this possession receiver where he outside, and that's not him. He needs to go seams, slants, maybe an out route if you want to take it to the outside. But outside of that, let him work. Kyle Pitts ain't the one to route somebody up, but he is a person that can high point a ball and win the 50-50. Almost like Calvin Johnson, not to the degree where he can take advantage of his size with opponents, and we don't do that because for some reason we can't figure out exactly how to get him hot.
But in all seriousness though, why trading him would be so? He's never had a quarterback, and we can go back to college, that can touch every part of the grass like Michael Penix can. I feel like this is the one. Like, why would you take this vertical threat that needs a strong arm quarterback, where you can finally like unlock him? And like, if you look at like some of the receivers Penix had at Washington, their first year in the league wasn't like I think he made a lot of them at Washington.
Oh, for sure.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if he can do that, like because even Ray had a good ass run with Kyle. I'm like, bro, there's no way you can find Kadero Hodge. And I'm not disrespecting, these guys are solid, but it's just like, bro, it's too much talent. Like, these niggas, Ray like 5'10". That's what I'm saying. He's like 5'9". But you can't miss a 6'6" nigga. Like, bro, you can't tell me, like, that's crazy to me.
Penix does help with the vertical threat for the whole team. I definitely think he's one of those I know he's one of those quarterbacks. He's throwing to a spot, all you gotta do is get there. But guarantee is getting to that spot is gonna get in your hands. Just make the catch.
But I think I will say, and just to play devil's advocate, with a quarterback like Penix, when everything has to be on rhythm and anticipation, this is valuable time he's missing. I will say that.
Yeah, and that's
he said they're working prior to OTA.
Yeah, they are saying that he is in the meeting rooms and everything like that, which is still good, obviously, and everything like that. But I think as far as like the outside looking in is more of he's had that stigma of kind of being under like an injury umbrella. Like there's always something,
or half-ass effort.
Like I said, there's always something. So I want him, especially in his contract year, because if like you said, our greatest fear is for him to go off somewhere else and go off. I would love for him to stay here and go off. But 24 and you feel like he's kind of just like that guy you kind of keep having to hold his hand isn't what we want to keep looking at. We want him to show that he was that 4th overall dog.
It comes to a point.
We want him to have like a great, the best tight end season ever. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we want him to get to that potential that we drafted him 4th overall to be. You know what I'm saying?
Text my therapist just said I had a relapse.
He said I had to get some guys together real quick. My bad. I'm gonna have to get back to you. Well, but that's kind of just the thing, really.
I'll say, like, I'm funny because I really do believe in Kyle Pitts, but trading him now would be the dumbest thing ever. I give you what it did before the draft. Okay,
I said trade deadline personally.
But he's at. I mean, the value is not as the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, how do you help your quarterback?
Worse.
How do you help your quarterback?
Is he on a tag this year?
This is last year.
Yeah, this is last year.
So we didn't tag him, but this
is 5th year.
His 5th year option, so he's guaranteed $10 million this year, right?
That's not.
Which is in the top 15 of tight ends getting paid, of course. So, do you think, like, if he were to get traded, his history, somebody gonna take a chance? And you know what? Yeah, you can make about $10 million.
No, he's still gonna hit the market. Like, if he I think
he's not hitting the market.
It would be. I'm saying if he leaves us.
He's gonna get a solid 2 to 3 year deal.
Yeah, somebody's gonna pay him for his potential.
But I'm saying you can tag him again. It'll only be still not crazy.
Do you think we'll tag him? Huh? You think we'll tag him if he?
That would be the smartest thing.
Because the tag the next year will skyrocket
for sure.
Yeah, because
I thought it was based off the average.
Yeah, but
it'll still be around the same. But they're
gonna have to pay. Aren't they doing George Kittle discussion for money too?
He already got paid.
But he's not the highest paid tight end.
No, I know he's not the highest paid.
He's not getting Kittle money.
Who is the highest paid tight end?
No, but I'm saying
you said that'll affect the average. Yeah, but it's not going to balloon it though, because the bottom.
It's not going to be like.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You can play the tag game what you want, because okay, you had another 1 year good year, prove it. $12 million. Okay, that's not a lot. Like, because we got cap space this offseason.
This has been another lovely episode of The Bird's Eye View. Make sure that you all are liking, sharing, and subscribing to the page. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. And we We'll see you all next week with a brand new episode. Have a good one.
Kyle, don't listen to what people say.
All right, wait.